I'm gonna show you how to assemble Ikea TYSSEDAL wardrobe. This is the one here with 2 mirror doors and a drawer under it. Let's do it. And you're getting 3 boxes with this Ikea TYSSEDAL wardrobe. Useful tools, bigger electric screwdriver. This one is with the adjustable torque. And the smaller one, just electric screwdriver. You're gonna need a hammer. And we're gonna open all 3 boxes. I'm gonna go fast here, but don't worry, we're gonna go panel by panel during the assembly. Now I'm just gonna open everything up quickly so you have a better idea what you're getting with this Ikea TYSSEDAL wardrobe. Getting a lot of screws here, so that indicate a lot of work. I think the drawer rails. So let's open the second one with manual instructions, which you're not gonna need if you're gonna follow this video here. Gonna open everything up fast here, but don't worry, I'm gonna explain during the video which panel going where in detail. So I just want to show you here how much stuff you're getting with this Ikea TYSSEDAL wardrobe. And here you're getting bag number 1, 2, third one without the number. We're gonna open bag number 1 first. It's a lot of screws, extra bag in there. I like to organize everything like that, so I know better what I'm working with. This way is more clear. The screws are separated. The second bag in the bag number 1, you can open that as well. And exactly again, we're gonna just put it all the same screws and ball plugs and everything in the same place. Have better idea what you're gonna work with. You see there's a lot of stuff here that indicate there's gonna be a lot of work on this wardrobe. I'm gonna start with the side panels. Position them exactly the same as I have it here. So you have the middle, outer side, and those big holes on the top. Position it exactly the same, you're gonna have easier time during the assembly. Just copy what I'm doing. You're gonna have those 2 small panels. They're slightly different on either side. You're gonna need those wall plugs and the screws. Place 2 wall plugs in each of these small panels. Secure them in with a hammer. On the other side, you have that bigger opening on those side holes, you see. So those ones, they coming here at the bottom. This is the bottom of the wardrobe. That's where we're gonna fix the drawer rail. So we'll just place them in. Those 2 wooden plugs, they're coming in nicely. Just slide it in. Now we're gonna need those screws, 4 of them. So that's 2 for each panel. Secure it. See, there's bigger opening on this side, so that's where the screw is going on each panel, 2 screws. Now we're gonna have a second part of the hinge. We're gonna place them on the outer side. Go with the right side. You see there's an opening on one side. Here it is. So that's gonna be on the outer side. That's the lifted part on the edge. That's the outer side. Opening on the hinge, facing me now. Exactly the same for all 3 hinges. So each door gonna have 3 hinges, and this is the second part of the hinge. Place it in. The screws are already in there, so you don't need to be worried. Just place it into the right holes and secure it with a screwdriver. This electric screwdriver is extremely useful, and if you like to see what I'm using, all the links for the tools are in the descriptions. Exactly the same here. Second part of the hinge, the opening on the hinge on the outer side. And same for the other 2. So you have one on the top, one on the bottom, and one in the middle. Open part on the outer side, facing the edge. Now we're gonna need those screws and secure them exactly here where I'm going to. Bottom part, one on each side. Same for the other side panel. Go just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. Now we're gonna have this line at the second line at the bottom. And secure the screws exactly where I'm going. So there's a 4 on each panel. Go just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. 1 is on the lifted part at the front, 3 on the middle. Okay, the middle, gonna have 1 on each here. With those screws, go just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. There's a small stopper there, just like that. Don't run them too much in or leave them out, otherwise you're gonna have a problem with the connection. So here is the top part of the wardrobe. You have 2 screws there on each side. Now we're gonna have those 5 slim panels. The 2 of them are shorter, 3 of them are longer. And you have those holes on the same side. We're gonna need wooden plugs. For now, we can do all of them together. So you see, some of them have 1, some of them have 2. So go exactly the same as I'm going here. Only the plain one have 2. All the rest have 1. Secure them in and do exactly the same on the other side. 1 for the small ones and the wooden one and the wide one, long one, and 2 for the plain one. So now this is those 3 longer ones. Now we're gonna go with the wooden one, and it's gonna go at the bottom here. There's hole on one side, on the other side is plain. So the hole, and it's going on the back side here, and face the hole exactly the same as I did it here, you see? So it's facing the outside. And the hole that is at the bottom as well. Other one, this is the plain one, exactly the same, hole on one side, plain on the other side. So the hole gonna face me in this time. Positioned exactly the same. So this hole is facing the inner side of the wardrobe. Here now we have the wide one side with the holes, one side plain. On the other side, one side is plain. You got the holes here. And place it exactly the same here, so the hole facing outer side here. Now we have the short ones, 2 holes here and 4 holes here. You're gonna go with the 2 holes, and the hole is facing the bottom now. Place it this way on the front, bottom, and here on the front side panel on the top. Now plastic plugs, on each plug there is an arrow. Arrow is always pointing to the hole where the screw is coming in. Just this way, secure it in. And do that for all of them. You can do it up and down. So the arrow on the plastic lock up is gonna face up, and at the bottom gonna face down. Same here, the arrow on the plastic lock facing down, on the top is facing up. If you mistake, you can change it later on, but then you're gonna have more connections to fit at the same time. So get this step right, and you're not gonna have a problem with the second panel coming in, adjusting the locks. So the arrow is always pointing to the hole on the top or where the screw is coming in. Now we secure those at the bottom by twisting the plastic lock to the right side. This electric screwdriver is useful as it has adjustable torque, so I never overrun or break the locks. Now we're gonna have this bigger panel and one smaller panel. We're gonna join them together. We need plastic locks, 3 screws, wooden plugs. There is a line of holes here. We're gonna put the 3 screws in, 1 on each side, 1 on the middle. Go just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. Wooden plugs, 1 on each side. Plastic locks, point the arrow to the right direction, that's mean the front hole. Push them all the way in as this panel is slightly thicker. Exactly the same on the other side. Arrow pointing to the hole at the front and push the lock all the way in. Now we're gonna have this bigger panel, which we're gonna join later on. The holes all around on the 3 parts. We're gonna need wooden plugs, 2 on one long side, where is the holes, and 2 wooden plugs on each smaller sides, left and right. Place them all the way in. Locks, plastic locks. Same thing apply here, the arrow pointing to the hole at the front. You can change that later on if you made a mistake, but as I mentioned, we're gonna have a lot of connections here, so you don't want to make mistake. So here on the long side, same arrow pointing to the front hole always. Here exactly the same, you see, arrow pointing to the front hole. So 3 on each side, apart from the back. Now we can connect it this way. You see where the big holes are on the slim panel? That's coming in, where is the holes on the side of the dividing panel. Just slide it in. And if you did everything right, you should not have a problem to put it all the way down. If it goes hard, check if the arrows are lining up nicely. adjust it, and then secure the plastic locks by twisting them to the right side. Now we're gonna go on those 4 here on the side, 1, 2, 3, 4 holes here, and the holes facing the bottom now. Slide the side panel in all 4 holes and twist the lock to the right, twist the locks to the right side and secure the connection on all 4 plastic locks. Now we have the second side panel. So here is important you did all the locks right, so they're in a position already. As you have a lot of connections here, you need to get the bottom, middle and the top at the same time. So just find the holes first on all of these connections. If you have second person, good, if you can hold it while you find the right holes. If not, you can do it yourself slowly. Just be careful, this can slide down at any point and break all the connections before you're able to connect it securely. So just go very slowly here, always hold the top panel, and once you're in all holes at the front, at the back and on the middle, and just tap it in all together. As you're getting in, you're gonna get stronger, so you're gonna be fine now alone here. Now we're gonna lock all the locks by twisting them to the right side. At this point you should be fine with all locks, so everything is connected nicely. Before you start to twist them, check if there's any gap between the panels. If not, you're in the right position, just secure them. We're gonna have more of these screws, wooden plugs, and those plugs going on the top, so 2 on the sides and 1 on the back side. Now we have the top, those screws coming in, 3 on each side and 2 on a longer back side. Just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. You have this round part here that's gonna go at the front, so we can just place it in. Now we're gonna have to lift the wardrobe up slightly and then slide it in, so watch out, get to the right holes. Once you're in, still hold the wardrobe up and then tap it in. If you're on the wood, watch out, don't scratch the top, that's gonna be visible. Good practice, put the cardboard under if you're assembling on the wooden floor as I'm doing here, so you're not scratching anything once you need to slide the wardrobe. You're gonna need a plastic lock to secure the connection, exactly the same as we did previously. The arrows on the locks pointing to the screw or to the front hole. 2 on the middle here, 3 on the sides, 3 on each side, and once you're in, twist the lock to the right side to secure the connection on all of them. So 2 here and 3 on each side, and 2 at the back. Now we're gonna do the back panel. So you have 2 lines of holes. You can open it up. One side is plain, one side is colored. The colored side coming in on the inner side of the wardrobe and the plain one on the outer sides. Slide it in between the gaps. On the side panels there's a gap at the back. Just slide it in between and go slowly here. You have 1 line of holes on the top of this panel, so don't make mistake, don't put it the other way around, you're gonna have a problem later on. And we're going under, you see the middle plain dividing slim panel, so this back panel coming under, it's gonna hold in place later on, and slide it all the way up. So you're gonna cover the front slim panel, so all the way up to the top panel. Now we're in, and we're in at the bottom. Now I put the wardrobe face down this way. Now before I'm gonna start to secure these, make sure you have no space here on the top. So you should be fine in the right position once there is no gap. So adjust the wardrobe, tap it on the left or right, depend where the wardrobe is leaning. But before I'm gonna start to secure the back, I still like to check. So measure from corner to corner, you're gonna need to get exactly the same number, and then you know you're in the right position. Now we're gonna need those screws, and you can secure the back panel in. Slide them in. I don't think there is any pre-drill holes. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I think there is no pre-drill holes. So just make sure you get a connection right. Make sure you measure the wardrobe from corner to corner so you have exactly the 90 degrees on each corner, and now you can secure one line of these screws on the top and two lines at the bottom. So this is the second line and the third line here right at the bottom. Secure all screws in. Now we're gonna have these plastics. They have two parts for each connection. So this is the bigger one coming in. All the way there's pre-drilled holes. That's how we're gonna secure the back panel on the sides. Just slide them in, the bigger part of this connection all the way in, so they're not sticking out. There's no gap between the panel and the plastic. And then the second part of the connection, gonna tighten up the thing. They usually go fine just with the finger, but if not, you can use the hammer, but go gently. It's just the plastic and you don't want to break the side as well. So just tap it gently, but you see here, it's go nicely just with the finger. Some of them, they go harder, but most of the time they go just easy in. Now we can put the wardrobe up, and we're gonna have the hook or the hanging rail. We're gonna have two of these and two nuts here. Allen key, which Ikea provide in a box. So the first one coming in from the inner side at the bottom, and second, the nut is securing it from the top. So this one coming from the top panel, just secure it. Now you can slide the hook in and the second hook in from the top and find the hole, place it in from the inner side and secure it with a nut from the outer side of the top panel. Here we got the hanging rail ready. Now we're gonna do the top part. You're gonna have one longer panel with the curves and two small panels. You're gonna need plastic locks, screws, and wooden plugs, legs, and 4 long screws, and more adjustable legs. So you have the one long panel and 2 small panels. This is gonna be part of the bottom, where the leg's gonna go. So let's secure 2 screws here, one on each side of the long panel. Just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. 2 small panels, mirror them. You have the wooden plugs, which is 2 for each of these panels on one side. Use hammer, of course. Place them this way, position them exactly the same as I have it here. Big holes on the middle, plastic locks, arrow pointing to the front hole, push it all the way down. See the lines here, I'm gonna line up with the lines here. Now we can just plug it in here, go all the way in. Your arrow is in the right position, you're not gonna have a problem to secure the connection by twisting the lock to the right side. Same on the other side, slide it in. Secure the lock by twisting it to the right side. Now we have 4 legs here, 4 adjustable plastics which you can secure into the leg, so you can adjust the height of the leg later on if your floor is uneven. I usually go all the way in. You're gonna have those 4 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, one on each side. Secure the leg through the screws which we just put in. Here we're gonna go a bit faster with the electric screwdriver, not gonna work hard. They are extremely useful, those electric screwdriver here, as there is so many screws, so you're gonna speed up this assembly dramatically if you're using any electric screwdrivers. And now we got the bottom ready with the legs, so that's how it's supposed to look. And we're gonna go with those screws now and wooden plugs, which they're going 2 on each of the side panels at the bottom. Now those screws, I'm gonna prepare them here from the under, so you're gonna have 4 on each side. Not gonna go all the way in, just prepare them so I have them ready to go when I'm gonna position this frame here to the bottom side of the wardrobe. Lift the wardrobe up, slide it in, slide those wooden plugs in on the top and at the bottom, exactly the same. So once you're in, you can secure the connection by screwing all those 4 screws completely in the bottom, and exactly the same on the top, 4 screws coming in to securing these legs with the frame to the bottom side of the wardrobe. Now we're gonna need those screws. These are 3 of them, and those coming in on the bottom dividing slim panel. So that's gonna connect the wardrobe with the bottom frame. Here, as I mentioned, this is the adjustable part of the leg. I just leave them in, but not too tight, so I can adjust them later on easier when the wardrobe gonna stand up. Lift the wardrobe up, go slowly because those legs can go bananas. So just go very slowly, or if you have another person, lift them up slowly. Now we're gonna have, this is the top part of the wardrobe, 1 long panel, 2 short, 2 wooden plugs coming into the short panels. And we're gonna secure this part in. You can do this at the end when you're gonna secure the wardrobe on the wall. You can do it now. Panels are curved on the outer side. This is gonna basically line up on the top of the wardrobe. You're gonna need those 2 long screws, secure those panels in from the side. Exactly the same here. Secure it in. Go slowly. You're not gonna break the connection there. Gonna have a plastic plugs this time. It's gonna be 6 of them. Gonna put just 5 here. Gonna put the last one later on, but it's a 6 of them here. So just slide this panel in and tap it in together. That's gonna line up on the top of the wardrobe. You can do this later on, as I mentioned, when you do your wall fixing, or so you're gonna have easier access for the wall fixing. You get plug screws, L brackets, and the washers with the small screws. So that's how it's gonna be fixed to the wall. So you can do the frame later on, as you see, gonna be easier. But in this case, I'm not attaching the wardrobe to the wall. I'm still gonna put the brackets in case later on this wardrobe may be gonna be attached, but at the moment we're not attaching this wardrobe to the wall. So just the brackets coming in from the outer side, securing the L bracket with the small screw and washer on the top. Now we're gonna have the drawer. The drawer rails mark L left, R right. So the left and right going to the left and right side. Secure the drawer rail with the 2 screws. First one is the second hole from the front. And the last one is the first hole at the back. Exactly the same on the other side. Second hole from the front. And the last hole at the back. Now we have the plugs for the shelf. Just push them in, 4 of them, 2 on each side. You can place the shelf in. And gonna fix the doors now. So we prepare the drawer. We're gonna do it at the end. We're gonna fix the doors now. Now we're gonna have 2 types of hinges here in the back. So you have 4 of them is soft closing. You see this one is not soft closing. This is soft closing with the plastic at the back. So you have 2 and 2 soft closing, which they're gonna go on the top and at the bottom. This is not soft closing, which don't have the plastic on the middle. And at the bottom, exactly the same as on the top, soft closing hinge with the plastic on the middle. Secure them with the 2 screws, which they already in the hinge. So you just secure the 2 screws on the hinge with the door. Once you do that, you can plug the hinges on. You have 3 hinges. Go top, middle, and the bottom at the same time. Slide them into the right place. So that's the part we did at the beginning, second part of the hinge. Once you're in, on the top you can secure it. Then the middle and the bottom, adjust them and slide them in. You can have easier time like this if you're working alone, and secure the hinge with 1 screw. Exactly the same on the side. You see how I'm working here alone. Top one first in. I'm gonna secure it with 1 screw, so I have 1 strong hold on the top, and now I can play with the middle and the bottom. Just adjust it correctly, tap it in, gonna come nicely in, and secure the hinges with the 1 screw. You can adjust them up and down, left and right, in and out. Bag number 2, door handles, two screws coming in here, securing the door handles. Another bag of screws that's gonna be for the drawer. So this is the parts for the drawer. So you have one front panel, two side panels, one back panel, and one bottom panel. Here we have the side panels. They have two wooden plugs on each side. That's the shortest panels from the drawer. We're gonna have two big holes on each side. So we're gonna place the plastic locks and the arrow pointing to the front hole on one side, and exactly the same on the other side. Two for each panel, arrow pointing to the front hole. Now you're gonna have front panel, that's the inner side of the front panel, 4 screws, 2 on each side, just till the stopper, not deeper, not higher. Small plastic here, so that's gonna prevent the drawer against the slamming, just reduce the sound when you close the drawer. And here we have the wooden plugs, they coming in, that side is coming in first, line on the gap on the side lining up with the gap on the front panel. Same here, the gap on the side panel lining up with the front panel. Slide it in. Secure the locks by twisting them to the right side. Now we have the bottom panel, one side colored, one side plain. On the edges, one side is curved, one side is square. The square part gonna come in first, and the colored part is on the inner side. So the squared part going down now. Here the back panel, slide it in to the curved side, push it down. Place those plastics in, 2 on each side. Didn't push that one completely in, I'm gonna do it later on, don't worry, just push it in completely. And secure the locks by twisting them to the right side to secure the connection on each side. Now we're gonna have those 2 plastics. That's gonna lock the drawer rail with the drawer, place them in. 2 drawer handle here, gonna have screws, 4 of them for the door handle. Slide it in from the inner side and secure it together with the drawer handle. Slide those drawer rails completely out. You're gonna have those hooks at the back. They're gonna go at the back of the drawer here. You have those holes on each side, so those hooks have to come in there. So slide it in this way. First one in, second one in. You're in the right position, put the drawer down and secure the drawer here by sliding into the hook. There is a wheel, you can adjust the height slightly on this drawer, which is great if it's going up or down. Exactly the same on the other side. Once you're good at the back, just slide this in, check if the other side not popping out, sometimes that's happen, lock it with the plastic and you can slide the drawer in completely. Nice soft closing. Now we have those plastics which they're gonna go at the door as well, so even there is a soft closing on this door, it's gonna even soften the closing, so you're not gonna hear any bang when you're closing these doors. And this is it. This is how you assemble Ikea TYSSEDAL Wardrobe. I hope you enjoy it. If yes, thumbs up, subscribe to my channel as always. You will make my day, and see you in my next one very, very soon.